Looking for stories that are fresh and new? Dark fantasy, humor, space exploration, time travel, cyberpunk, alternate history, and more. They're in the L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future anthology from 24 award-winning authors and illustrators, plus art and writing tips and bonus stories. L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future. Buy your copy at galaxypress.com, Amazon, or wherever books are sold.
Looking for something new in dark fantasy, humor, space exploration, time travel, alternative history? They're in the L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future anthology. Get the 10-volume box set with 159 stories and full-color illustrations plus 34 articles with writings and art tips. Get the UPRN discount, $125 for the entire box set. That's a $60 savings for that beautiful box set. L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future. Go to uprntalkradio.com, click on the link, and place your order.
What? Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome to Into the Night with Sean Kelly. Excuse me, little frog in my throat there. How is everybody doing this week? I'm doing okay, and we have a hell of a show for you tonight. But first of all, I want to say that we are on UPRN Talk Radio 105.3 New Orleans, 107.7 Mississippi. Hey, Johnny, good to see you. I don't know, it was a good week. We're into the heart of the turkey season here at where I work at, and so it's gonna be, hey, Virginia, good to see you, hon. Johnny or Virginia, can you send Cy a link to the show, please? I appreciate it. So it is in the heart of the turkey season, and I'm busy as hell. So, but I don't know. I'm just so excited about tonight. I got to get her bio. She has one heck of a bio. Seriously. Hold on one second. Let me get to her. I'm so nervous of having her on tonight. I mean, literally. If you can, guys, Virginia, Cindy, Johnny, if you can get Cy a link, please, to the show, please do. Okay. Without any ado, I'm going to get this on the road here. My guest tonight, Jennie Nicassio, she's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is an author, artist, and former MUFON field investigator, as well as a freelance journalist. Her literary work include From the Sky and Rocky the Rockefeller Christmas Tree, which is a hell of a book. I like that book a lot. Highlight her talent for imagination storytelling. She is also the creator of the Chasing Prophecy Radio and host. Jennie's diverse skill set, which encompasses artistic and investigation abilities, enriches her contributions to both the literary and journalist fields. And you know what? Me and Jennie go back. We started together on the original Chasing Prophecy, and without her, I wouldn't be here today without you guys. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on a very good friend of mine, Jennie Nicassio, and we're going to talk about her new show coming up too. So without further ado, Jennie, how are you, honey? Thank you for coming on.
Oh, you're welcome, Sean. It's my pleasure. Good to see you. Hi, everyone.
Good to see you too. Everyone, Johnny, Cindy, Virginia, Cy, my friend Jennie Nicassio.
It's been a while, but I'm here.
Yes,
I'm here.
I know, and I'm glad. See, they're all going to say hi to you and stuff like that. So, what you been up to, girl?
Oh wow. It's been a crazy season in my life. I've been through a lot of changes, good changes, bad changes, life.
Hmm.
Um, but everything's good. I'm a grandma of 3 now.
Whoa.
So that's
Uh-oh.
exciting. It's real. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Cindy.
I'm telling you what, you got 5 more grandchildren coming your way, buddy.
Oh, the more the merrier, I always say. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a ride.
Hmm.
A lot of, ups and downs, you're fully aware of.
Right.
I got, my mother passed away, so that was a big life change at this stage of the game. I like the kids, growing up and babies. It's amazing. But I'm glad to be back.
Hmm. With you having, I know this is a dumb
Gina.
question, but I'm going to say it anyway. Um, hmm, with the grandchildren, did it seem to bring more enjoyable stuff into your life?
To be honest with you, yes, but it made me try to figure out. I needed to find out who I was again. I lost who I was, my identity. When my mom died, it was like I was my mom's daughter.
Hmm.
And then I'm a mom of my sons, and now I'm a grandma. It's like I forgot who I was for a little bit, and trying to deal with that and finding, a balance between all three. You know what I mean? It's like, who am I? I get in this, at our age, I wouldn't call it a midlife crisis because I think I was midlife a while ago. But, I'm getting closer to the,
Yeah,
to
you're
the
getting there.
light.
You're getting there.
Um, hi,
Hi,
Holly.
hi, Gina. Hi, Holly. How are you? Good to see you, girls.
It's
Yeah.
her, you know.
So, gosh, I'm glad you don't know how happy I am. I'm actually doing the Irish jig in my chair here without you knowing about it. That's
Okay.
cool.
All those
So,
Irish jigs, yeah.
you know it, man. You know it. How was your Halloween?
It was fun. I didn't really dress up this year too much. I was too busy watching everybody else, because the kids were dressed up. My son dressed up as Mario from what's that store Mario Kart, and my little granddaughter was the princess. He looks so much like Mario. And my other one, I don't know if you guys are gamers, but there was this gamer, Dr. D, I guess that's his name. Little Louis dressed up like him. He had sunglasses on and a mustache. So
That's cool. That's cool. So, I'm glad that I'm glad that you finally getting back into the swing of things. Um, Now,
yeah, me too.
everybody, this Sundays now, Jenny's going to have a show on UPRN Talk Radio 105.3 New Orleans, 107.7 Mississippi. Okay, she's going to be on 7 o'clock to 8, correct?
Yeah, and I
Anything?
just want to let everyone know it's still chasing prophecy. It's just I got a new banner. You can see it.
I like it, Brent. I
I
like
just
it.
wanted to spice it up a little bit because it's just not ghosts and everything. So it's all a lot of different, phenomenon. And it's still me, and I'll still have a guest. I don't have per se a solid co-host yet. So what I'm doing now is having guest host, try to get
Hmm.
one on every week. And then if we'll see if anybody actually wants to stick around, then they can come on. But
Yeah, so we've got a new format going on here at the station. This is my last 2 hour show. Okay. What they did, like I explained on Sunday night, they're splitting us up, splitting me up. I'm going to do an hour on Sunday from 8 to 9, and I am going to do Tuesday nights from 8 to 9 because they have all kinds of new shows coming in. And the Sunday show was really great. I really enjoyed everybody being there. It's funny, Jenny. Doing 2 hour shows for the longest time, right? Now they took me down to an hour, and it just goes by smooth, like
yeah,
smooth. You
I
know,
liked the 1 hour show. I thought that you got what you had to say and you moved on because That's just me. In fact, it's hard for me to sit down in one spot for 2 hours. So,
I
I
know
think
what you
it'll be
mean.
work.
It was getting kind of like it was getting kind of tiring to do such a thing. I'm also on with Joe on News on the Flip Side too on Friday
That's what I
nights.
heard. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Um,
what I heard.
hey Brian, good to see you. Brian's my cousin.
Hey, Brian.
Now, what's going to be great with these are my followers, man. They're great people. They're really close. They're like family to me. Who's in the chat room right now? And I can guarantee they will be tuning into your show more than likely.
I hope
So,
so, because it's gonna be the same good chasing prophecy. It's just so I think it's gonna be better because I'm going each different, direction. So I think it's gonna be try to get really
when you
good
mean
guests.
directions, what do
I'm
you mean?
not
Like,
gonna be just like I said. It's like it's not just like the latest headlines and just different, like not just the paranormal. It's anything that there's so many weird stuff that's going on right now.
yeah,
I
there is.
mean, I was just listening to TikTok and they had this place in Oregon that I don't know if anybody saw it. There's a doorway in the mountainside. And now apparently one of the guys that went there, the original person who went there and videotaped it, he's missing. So everybody's going there to check it out. So it's really like, where's this doorway? It's into the mountain. A lot of people are speculating they're giants. So that's what I mean. I will grab something, and if I see it that I think that's unusual, I'm going to do some research on it, and I'm going to try to do a show on it.
Oh, that's cool. And Oregon, Washington State. I'm telling you what, there could be more doors, out in that
Yeah,
area.
a lot of portals
Oh
and
my God, definitely.
there's a lot of stuff that's going on.
So, do you have any guests lined up yet that you gonna?
Yeah, Brian Sharpless is coming on Sunday from 7 to 8. He's going to talk about his new book on horror, monsters and horror shows. So it
Mhm.
should be good. He's
Yeah,
really
is that what
entertaining.
I like him? He's a good dude. Never got back to me, but that's okay. That's okay. You know.
He's probably busy. I just maybe for some reason it went to the wrong email. I've noticed I'm trying to get a lot of different people on. I'm trying to get Taylor Marshall on. I don't know if you know who he is.
Oh yes, I
He's just
do.
he's just
Yes.
the old he used to be uh a Greek Orthodox Catholic, I think that's what it was. And he wrote a new book on the apocalypse and the Antichrist. And
Hmm.
I watched a webinar yesterday and it was so interesting. And it was all about the Antichrist and the apocalypse. And he's talking about the three nights of darkness. So I want days of darkness. And I would really want to discuss that with him because I think it's a very good topic.
Oh my God, yeah. But it's funny. I did not. I hear it all the time. The 3 days of darkness, but it's like, what is it, Jenny? I don't understand it.
That's why I want to have him on the show. It's like there's going to be 3 days of darkness. Now, apparently, it could be something from an electronic bomb where everything goes down, the grid goes down, cars don't start, electricity doesn't work, everything is shut down, and
Hmm.
for 3 days. And this is supposed to be the start of something. And so I want to, I really, he didn't get too much into it, but I really want to discuss that with him because I think it's a fantastic topic, especially these times, these
Oh
crazy
my
times where,
God.
I mean, we're dealing with some really weird stuff lately, and
Yes, we are.
um, it's scary. And we're getting back to, prophecy, like chasing prophecy. Um, we're getting back to that, and a lot of it's coming true. And I don't know. I just want to talk to him about it and see where we stand. Hi, Boots.
Yeah, hi Boots. It's been a
how
while since I've seen Boots.
how what this particular time is in association with the apocalypse. Like, are we in the 7 year? Is there such a thing as the rapture? I mean, some people talk about the rapture. I have not been able to find it in the Bible. I would like to talk to him about it and see how he feels about it. But that's one of the, I- you know, that's the kind of topics I want to talk about, not just
Okay.
ghosts. And because I have enough experience with ghosts.
Yeah, I'm going to bring that up later on in the show. Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, seriously, it seems like Taylor Marshall, honestly, I keep looking at him, but I still don't have enough. I don't know what to say, but I want to email people, big people, to come onto the show, but it seems like
Well, the way I see it is we got when we were close to 1 million listeners on our live show towards the end when I was
yes.
on it with John Dentry.
Hmm.
And for that many people, I mean, and I was getting a lot of sponsors. So if they're interested, that means that somebody else is going to be interested in what they should be interested in wanting to be on it, because you're reaching not in just nationally, but it's internationally, and we're getting. There's probably people in Israel that listen to the show. It's like
It's
it's
like
just
our
not.
number one country, Jen. It's our number
It's
one
just
country.
yeah. It's like why wouldn't they want to be on the show?
Hmm. True, that's true. But I did hear through the grapevine, through other people, that usually a lot of the big talent, big people that are out there, kind of like going on small little podcasts. You know what I mean? For
Mhm.
just to help the podcast out, or what? You know what I mean? And I think it's great. I mean,
Yeah, we're not competing with Joe Rogan, Alex Jones and all them. Speaking of
no, no,
Alex Jones, make sure you go on InfoWars and support the show to keep him on the air, because tomorrow's news is today. I love Alex Jones.
I watched a couple of his stuff on some of his things he was on TikTok, and he's interesting. He's an interesting Joe Rogan the same way, you know.
Yeah, see, Joe Rogan gets big money from Spotify. I mean, he
Hmm.
gets a lot of money from Spotify. Now they're all falling in his direction, just like Tucker Carlson and Joe Rogan. They're leading the, they're right behind him, but they got it from him first.
Hmm.
And he's talking about the new world order and where we're headed, and what is that, digital currency and all that. It's like we're on the path to no return if we don't do something about it. And that's why you got to watch InfoWars. Okay, I stop. My son's
Johnny
probably saying, "Mom, stop."
Johnny Freeman says never beg, and Virginia says he loves Joe. Yeah, never.
Mhm.
I could say never beg,
Yeah,
but
I like Joe Rogan too, but he's got a lot of but I like Tucker too, so I follow him too. So those are the three
mhm.
people that I usually follow. And there's Michael Savage, I follow him. There's a couple other dudes I just Wendy Bell, but she's a little crazy though sometimes.
That's what I
She
heard. She really, like, from what I heard, done. I mean, went off the deep end there for a while there.
Well, she's I heard she's like she gets really angry. And a lot of them do get angry because you have every right to be angry for what's going on. But it's like the same anger every day. It's like, but then again, like I said, I like Alex Jones's personality. So maybe that's just
Mhm.
because I'm an Italian and I deal with crazy people. No, no,
For
no.
anybody
Uh,
out in the chat room right now tonight, if you have a question for Jenny, feel free to ask. And I guarantee it, she'll answer it.
yeah, Johnny Wendy is great. I mean, I met her a couple times. I went to one of the rallies for Trump back in 2020, and I got a picture with her. I think she's
Hmm.
fantastic. She's
Hmm.
she's I still listen to her almost every day. What I
Hmm.
like about her show is the commercials. I mean, you have to have them,
Right.
but there's just some of them are just well, I don't know. I just didn't care for them, and I don't know why she's letting them be sponsored. I guess money's money.
No, of course, that's how she, that's how we, I still got
Yeah,
Carnation sponsoring me the second hour. And,
that's
but
good.
yeah,
Yeah,
we got
Carnation
them.
was good.
Oh, oh yeah. And there's a lot of Carnation products all over my store, Jenny. I'm telling you, it's freaking crazy at work. It really, really
I
is,
bet
man.
it's that time. It's the season to
Turkeys
be
are
jolly.
expensive.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I
You
was
know,
gonna get catered. I wasn't gonna
you were
make because
what?
you helped me last year. You helped me last year pick a turkey because I wasn't sure if I wanted a fresh turkey, and I'm glad I went with a fresh turkey because it was one of the best turkeys I ever had. So I'll
Yes.
probably get another fresh turkey again.
It's the only way to go is a fresh turkey. You got to
Mhm.
figure, and I found this out from a turkey farmer that supplies all the grocery stores, is that the frozen turkeys that you get, they've been frozen for like 3 years. You know what I mean? They
Oh
have,
my God. I'm never
yeah.
getting a
So
frozen turkey for 3 years. That's disgusting.
I mean, that's just
No, thank you.
ridiculous. And
I
then
don't want frozen
check it
turkey
out, though. We got the Christmas hams in today. So God, it just
already.
like, oh my God, yeah. I mean, Halloween candy was still on the shelf, and they were throwing Christmas candy right next to it, man. I was like,
Uh,
damn. But
well,
they did mark it down pretty good.
they say the earlier that like if you have Halloween, if they're bringing Christmas stuff out right when Halloween is, that tells you that the economy is really bad. For some reason, they
Mhm.
bring Christmas earlier, and I don't understand the theory. I don't know why they. It's weird.
I don't understand it either. But okay, let's talk about you're an author. Okay.
Hmm.
What inspired you to be an author? What inspired you?
Oh God, we're going back to when I was in high school.
Okay, good.
I used to write these little romance. The historian. I still remember the one. I wish I had them. I lost them. But back in high school, I like to write. I love to read the historical romance novels that my Aunt Myrna had. They were so bad.
Hmm.
um, and I would read them. I'd stay up all night reading, all night long. Till the
Hmm.
wee hours in the morning, I'd stay up reading one book after another. And then I thought, hey, I can write. So I did. I wrote it. I wish I had them, but I did. I wrote it a lot when I lost them all. And then I wrote a children's story when I was pregnant with my second, and it was for my oldest, my toddler, and it was about
Hmm.
having being pregnant and having a baby. And I lost that one too. And I even had someone do the illustrations for that one. And that's where it started. When I was a kid, I didn't have too many friends when I was, like, kid, teenage, like preteen. Wasn't allowed to have them pretty much, but till I was older. And I just
Hmm.
spent most of my time reading late into the night.
Wow.
They were naughty books. They were naughty, naughty, naughty romances. The pirates and the Indians taking the white woman, and yeah, it was bad.
We just I don't know. I read Rocky. Okay, is that the children's book you were talking
Yeah,
about?
Rocky. Well, yeah, I wrote more than that. And I don't know why I didn't. I just figured those to name a few. The trilogy. I have like 3 books. I have one on the way coming out soon. I have a nonfiction book out. I have a little was it a little book on me- eh, what was it, like the pure season meteor shower, and then I have the prequel of Rocky, not Rocky, of From the Sky, Project
Hmm.
Moondust. Yeah, Rocky's is the little Christmas tree that wanted to be the big tree in New York City.
Honest to God, ladies and gents, Rocky, the Christmas tree. Honest to God, it's a great story for your kids, man. Where can you get it on Amazon? What?
Yeah, you can get it on Amazon, Barnes& and Noble. It was in the bookstores when it first came back in 2000 and oh geez, 2012. It went
Hmm.
through a lot of issues because that's the one that was, ripped off by Viacom
Yeah,
and Penguin.
yeah, yeah. I don't understand people, in this time of the why. I don't know. I just get frustrated when I see other people do that, other
Well,
companies
yeah,
do that.
it's like I actually sent it to him in an email. I sent it to Nickelodeon. I wanted to had the storyboard and everything. I had the whole book, the illustrations along with the illustrator. I sent it to them and I didn't hear anything back. And it was Christmas one Christmas. My son was going to med school for an interview, and he said, "Mom, you have to sit down. Mom, you have to sit down." I said, "Why? Why?" Nickelodeon stole your story, and they came out with a movie first, and then the book. It was Albert, the little tree that wanted to be the big tree in New York.
Oh wow. Huh.
Yeah, and so I got a lawyer and I went ahead and sued them. It
Hmm.
went as far as the Supreme Court, but they voted on it. And I was telling you that one day. Remember, I was telling you about Sonia Sotomayor. It was all
Yeah.
over the news. It was on the news, Fox News, CNN. It was on Washington Post, Daily Wire. That Sonia Sotomayor did not recuse herself. She received $10,000 3 days before that she was supposed to vote on my case. And on the day that she did, she received $3 million. 3 weeks before that, the day of the hearing, she received $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't recuse herself, and all the other people did. Yeah, it was all over the news, and I found out about it. And I go, oh my God. So, yeah, that's
It's like
my life.
it's like a kick in the teeth.
Yeah, it was.
Seriously. But
Yeah, it was.
I noticed when we started 4 years ago, I'll be honest with you, I was really psyched up about it. But what you taught me about podcasts, I didn't know a damn thing about UFOs. I didn't know a damn thing about Bigfoot. None of that. And I was like, it just got me hooked, and I am and I'm not here to embarrass you online or on the show or not, but honest to God, I am grateful for you for what, by sending me a message asking me if I wanted to be on a podcast. You know what I mean?
Well,
I really, and from, was it 4 or 5 years ago now? It's close to 5,
I think it's 4 years. I think it's
4
4
years.
years. Yeah.
Okay. And I remember the first place that we, did our first
Like,
show.
we listened to it yesterday, me and my son, because I found it. So I was trying to figure out. We had 179 episodes of Chasing Prophecy. This will be this 179th episode on Sunday. So
Sunday,
that's
179. Ain't that crazy?
179. Yeah.
And it was just knowledge. It was just knowledge of everything on the road. And you taught me a lot. Hey,
Yeah.
Squatch man, good to see you. Squatch is a good dude, Jen. He's a good dude. Yeah, and I'm very grateful that you got me into this. And now, I retired over a year ago on paranormal investigating, right?
Yeah.
And I did draw Pittsburgh Paranormal Society. So, and the reason why I did that, some of the reasons, but the big main reason was I was getting really tired of it. All right, going out, investigating, coming back, and stuff like that. And when you introduced me to podcasting, I was like, well, maybe I should just put a little bit more effort into podcasting. And to be honest with you, I like it a lot better. You know what I mean? I like it a
Yeah.
lot better.
It's interesting. You meet a lot of different people, a lot of from different walks of lives, different ideas, and
Hmm.
it's amazing how many people we've met. And come on, think about it. We met a lot of people.
Yes, we did.
Got to talk,
We did.
talked to a lot of people.
Hmm.
It was
And so I try to expand the horizons on my show. Um, so there are times that I go through the paranormal spiels, and then there's times I go through what's happening in the world today,
yeah.
and then I go in with the Bigfoot or whatever. And I mean, all my guests that I have had on, really made life interesting because even though we would have one guest on Bigfoot, and I'd learn something from him, and then there would be another guest, a different person, I would learn more. So
You
kind of like,
constantly learn. You constantly learn. You take with you every little bit of information, and it just becomes like an open folder in your brain of all the different stuff that you could just pull out.
right, exactly. So now we're coming up to your trilogy. Was it Fire in the Sky or something like that?
From the sky, it's been
From the Sky,
through.
yes.
Yeah, it was through a lot of transitions. I mean, it started out with Moon Dust. I had 3 different publishers, and then finally I said hell with them all because the one publisher didn't pay me. So the way I see it, it's been optioned before a movie. It's still optioned, and COVID really messed everything up. And it's funny though, the first guy that who optioned it, he just passed away. He was Christian Taylor. I don't know if anybody Tyler Christopher. I think that's how you say his name. He was on ABC's General Hospital. He had his own production company, and he just had a heart attack at 54 years old, which is crazy. But yeah, it's still optioned, and it's.
Mhm.
You want to know how it came about?
That's funny. That's fun.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just, for me, it's real hard for me to read a book. Um,
Well, you can
because
listen to it. You can listen to it's available on Audible.
oh, it is. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. That might be a little bit better because to me, here's how I am by reading a book. Okay, I'll read the first 10 pages,
And you
then I'll
fall
jump
asleep.
in. Then no, then I'll jump into the middle because I get bored for the first 10. Then I'll jump into the middle and I'll get bored again, and then I'll do the ending.
Well, that must have been a lousy book because you shouldn't get bored. If you're getting bored, it means it sucks. It's a lousy
Oh,
book.
well, yeah. So, plus my mom, she's a reader, so she has everybody from Dick Francis to Ellery Queen, all kinds of stuff. So I just, I don't know. Me and books just don't get along. Um, so how's everybody out there? Virginia, Squatch, Cy, Cindy, talk to us. How's life going? Do you have any questions for Jenny? You know, feel free. Um, so, what do you think about coming back to UPRN?
I'm happy about it. I'm glad. Um, I never thought I'd come back. If it wasn't for somebody kept on bothering me, telling me, "Mom, you should go back." Yeah. Uh,
Virginia says she skips through books too.
yeah. Well, it's sad. It's sad. It means that the book's not good if you skip through it. Now, I was told that my trilogy, people just kept reading it until it was finished. They didn't put it down.
Uh huh.
And I write like like watching a movie, like I'm filming the movie, like
Right, right, right.
it's like I make it into a movie format that you can
Hmm.
actually do it. But yeah, it's you should check it out. It's about aliens. Um, you know, Project Moon Dust is about the beginning of the story. So it's how let's see if anybody's chatting. Um, but it's a good story.
So, Cy says she's doing fantastic. Cindy says she's doing good. Definitely enjoying the podcast. Thank you, Cindy. And Johnny Freeman says I don't read books, and that's okay.
Well, Audible is a good so you can listen to it and you
Hmm.
don't have to read it. You can like that's why I like to do Audible. Like if I'm exercising, I put like most of my podcasts that I listen to is basically when I'm working out
Hmm.
or cleaning. I put them on and listen all day long.
So you have to talk. Who? Oh, you're talking. Your first guess is that dude that about the horror shows, right?
Yeah. Oh well, Brian Sharpless. He was the one
Yeah.
on. He our very first show. He was on sleep paralysis, the sleep demon. That was the name of the podcast. Well, that was
Hmm.
the title of that episode. Was the sleep demon? And he wrote. This is he was writing a lot of books and did a lot of research on sleep paralysis. So this is something he did for fun because he loves horror movies and he's going to talk about all the different horror movies and monsters, and how it intertwines with psychological disorders. So it should be an interesting show.
Hmm.
It should be.
Oh, oh, I have no doubt in my mind. Is that the dude I got into a debate with at one time? Is that the dude from California? You know where I he says it's
No,
sleep paralysis.
He's from Pittsburgh. He's from Penn
Oh,
State
okay,
area. Yeah, he's a
okay.
professor at Penn State, I believe. No, we talked a lot about like a lot of strange people like Ashtar Command, and that the reason why Ashtar Command sticks in my head and Valiant Thor is because on TikTok they have the real footage of when Valiant Thor went to the White House and talked to Eisenhower. Is it
I saw that.
Eisenhower? Yeah, and he was there for 3 days, and they had a congressional hearing on it because he claimed and I mean, I believe this actually happened. I mean, it's not like we didn't make go Google it if you don't believe me, anybody out there. Google it, and you'll even see a picture of him. Very nice looking man.
Hmm.
He said he was from a different planet, and he said that he wanted to make sure that they didn't use any kind of nuclear bombs to destroy us. And that's why people think speculating that he's coming back.
Right.
if for some reason Iran or Israel or somebody, China or anybody lets off a nuclear war up ahead, what do you call them, bombs? And they're coming back before they even have time to stop it. He's coming back. Oh yeah,
Uh,
Virginia, sleep paralysis is horrifying. It's horrible. I had it probably my whole childhood and my adolescence, young adult, I had them. Thank God I don't have any, knock on wood. I don't want any more.
no, no, I agree. I haven't had one in a very long time. Okay, so the scientists call it sleep paralysis. I call it the old hag theory. Okay. Um,
Yeah, we used to talk about that on yeah.
yeah, because there'd be times I laying in bed and all of a sudden I see this like ugly looking thing looking at me sitting on my chest, couldn't move and stuff like that. And it ain't no sleep paralysis. I just saw
Was
this
it
ugly looking
before
thing.
was it your woman you were with that night?
No,
You know, they
no,
say all
no.
the ladies look better after closing time.
No, it wasn't. No, it looked like an old hag, something that you heard, or saw in like Cinderella, the little witch here with the apple that made Snow White
No, that's
falls.
scary.
Yeah, that was scary looking.
That's not a good thing to see.
So
Not at
she
all.
said, Virginia has said that she has sleep paralysis, but she said she got them after watching, it's gone, Conjuring, you know?
Oh yeah, those Conjuring, they scare me. I don't really like the scary movies. They anytime you watch a scary movie, you're opening yourself up to a nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But you know how I feel about The Conjuring and The Haunting in Connecticut and stuff like that. I mean, come on, Jen. The way I feel it, that Ed and Lorraine Warren, I mean, this is my own opinion on it. I believe they wrote the book, and Ed and Lorraine, their name is the one that really got it out there.
Yeah.
And it's like I've been on investigations like that, and not that bad the way they write it in the book and perceive it in the movie, but I don't know. Your book, your trilogy. My God, if that ever got on TV, you'd be rich and famous. I guarantee it. It's all about the book. It's all about and I don't know. I do have a problem with that when people try to, because when we did the Haunt in Connecticut show, okay, when we did that show, I did some really hardcore research on that, and I just heard, or I read that Ed Warren told the guy who writes the books, he said, "Here's the story. Make it sound scary," something like that. And I was like, "You son of a bitch," you know what I mean? It was like, I but that's me, So I don't know. Like I said, if your trilogy ever got out, you'd be rich and famous. I guarantee
No, I would hope so. I would want that.
it. Oh, Virginia said that she had a head hanging over her, no body, when she had
That
that sleep paralysis. Yes, she said it was a witch's head.
well, that's not fun.
No, no,
That
no,
would be
not at all.
terrifying. I wouldn't wanna
No.
see that. That would be horrifying.
Mm-mm.
I
So,
don't think I would like
a
that.
couple things that I want to get to. What do you think? What is? We're going to talk a little UFO here, real quick. Um, what is your feeling of UFOs and Bigfoots connected?
Oh, I think there's a good possibility that they are from a different dimension, or outer space. A lot of
Hmm.
people think that they are. I know
Hmm.
John Bentry? Does he think? No, he doesn't. I don't know if he believes in both. Does he believe in Bigfoot? I don't remember. I know that Stan
Yeah,
Gordon thinks they are.
yeah. And I hear Stan Gordon's been making his things around, his tours around all the things that are going on. When they do presentations and stuff like that. St.
Conferences.
Conferences, yeah, that he's all around there doing his stuff. There's a guy, he's a friend of mine now, and his name is Maxim Furyk, and
Mm.
he wrote 2 books. I've had him on the show, Coal Region Hoodoo, and what it does is it talks about all the paranormal activity surrounding, the coal mines out east, and he's a good dude, and he's doing pretty good. So anybody out there who is listening, who is an author, who would like to come on my show and talk about your book, please feel free. Send me a message at Pittsburgh Paranormal Society Facebook page. But I try to help out as many people as we can, and I'm so excited about your Sunday show coming on 7 to 8. Yes, he did, Johnny. He did a real good job. I just had him on about a month ago on his new book, but I don't have my notes here, and you know how I'm not good on my memory, Jen. So it's like, but no. So everybody, like I said before at the beginning of the show, right? I will no longer have a 2-hour show on Tuesday nights. I'm going to have a 1-hour show on Sunday nights from 8 to 9, and Tuesday night 8 to 9. And Jenny is going to be before me on Sunday nights, and that's really really cool. Had a good, outstanding, a lot of listeners that night. I'll tell you what they were for a Sunday night show after the show, or they're twice or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just so glad to see you. Yeah, I am really glad to see you. So what's happening now in the future for you? You get married, have a boyfriend? What's going on?
I'm gonna be on The Bachelor. No, the Golden Bachelor now. Oh no. Teasing. My kids keep telling me to audition for it or whatever.
You
No,
should. You
no,
should.
I'm not. No, I'm just to continue. I'm taking some more art classes. I'm still writing, and starting to paint more.
Okay. And everybody, her paintings are great, are beautiful. She has one of Jesus, and I'm telling you what. And you should. And is there any way people can actually see your paintings, Jen?
I have them on a Facebook page. My Facebook page. It's my art page. They're over there. But
And would you
I
like
am.
to do your Facebook page? Would you like to tell everybody is it? Jennie Nicassio?
Yeah, let me see what I don't even know if it's still up there because it's been a while. Let me see if I
Virginia
can find.
said that we have a book in the future, Johnny Freeman. He said yes. So what's the book going to be about? If you want to talk about, what you want to talk about, or if you want it to be a surprise. I'm not.
It'd be a surprise.
Yeah, I like being surprises. Cy, who's Amelia? I mean, you got to tell me that one. But these are all my um, Cindy. She's sweet. Said she'll definitely look at your Facebook page. Oh, your journey. Okay. Yeah, that would be sweet, Johnny. Writing a book about you and Virginia's journey. That would be cool. Um, and you're more welcome to come on the show and we can talk about your page, your book that you're going to have. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm excited for Sundays. I am.
Was that your idea to do the Sunday show?
No,
Was
no.
that
It was another person, and I kind of liked it. It spread it out a little bit because like I said before, the 2-hour shows were killing me. They really were.
uh
Um, but and having a Sunday night show, especially in the time slot, everybody, had a busy week and they're settling down now and they don't want to watch TV. They, listen to the podcast. So it's
mhm.
like like I said, I did pretty decent this past Sunday, and you know what, Jen? It went by so quick. It went by so quick, and it was
Oh, you say
interesting.
you did it Sunday. It went
Yeah,
okay. So you,
there's my buddy Gary. Hey,
well, that's
Sean, heading to
good.
bed. Just wanted to check in and say, well, hey, Gary, good to see you, buddy. Welcome back. Like I said, Jen, I'm telling you, it has changed. I'm getting a lot of followers now, and it's great. You know,
That's
it's
great.
great. And
Are they
so
going to follow you to your new time slot? I hope
what's that?
so.
What's that?
They're going to follow you to your new time slot.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Well, that's good.
absolutely. And we're gonna do good. I mean, we're like the 1-2 punch for Sunday nights is what we're gonna be. The 1-2 punch. Oh well, it's okay. Johnny said he'll try to bring his family. Uh, okay, okay. So we'll talk about that later. I'm interested. Maybe I can get you on side and we can talk about your book here. But so we got about 10 minutes until about 9 o'clock. Um, do you want to hang around for a while, Jen, or if you need to
Sure.
go at 9?
No, I'll
That's
hang
your
out for a little bit with you, and
okay,
then I'll.
okay. But at 9 o'clock, everybody, you know the deal. We take a 2 minute break. I'll play what I played at the beginning of the show, so everybody can get up and go to the bathroom and get something for the 2 minutes. And so I can sneak off and get some of my nicotine. Ah, look at you, dear. Thank you. I like that. Oh, that's right. You're on my page. That's right. That's right. That's cool as hell. Isn't it great? But yeah. So Sunday nights, everybody, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. She's good. She knows the deal, and I'm telling you, you're definitely good to enjoy her show. No doubt. No doubt about. But Paul, let me talk about Paul a little bit. So what? My bathroom break. That's funny, Virginia. Every time I have my 2 hour show, she has to go to the bathroom all the time. She talks about it. That's cool. Yeah, she's following you now. Cindy is. So that's cool. And Cindy knows people. So you're going to get more people coming to your show. But my son, he went to China.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And he was over there for 2 weeks. And he said he didn't feel comfortable.
Mm.
Right. And I asked him, I said, well, why didn't you feel comfortable about going to China? And he said, Dad, um, it wasn't so much the military presence over there, it was all the cameras that they had everywhere. You know what I mean?
Oh really?
Yeah. He said that they have cameras everywhere and they watch you. I mean, he said, there could be no police around or whatever they're called, and you do something wrong, you're busted. You know what I mean? And
That's scary.
oh, it is scary. But you know what? The people that he was with, he had a good time with. Because the business that he works for in Indianapolis, the main place is over in China. So it's like he might be going again next year. So, but
Wow.
he's doing okay. He's getting old now. He's what, 33, and he's growing up. My baby boy growing up. You know, um, we really don't talk too much, but um, because he has his life now. You know what I mean, and that's okay. But how are your boys doing?
They're doing excellent.
Are they
My son, my oldest, he's in cybersecurity analysis. He's doing really well. My other one's a doctor. At somewhere down by town. I forget what it's called. They're doing great.
good? And the daughter-in-laws?
Oh, they're wonderful. Kelly, she's one of my best friends. um, we have fun with the babies, and Tori, she's great. I see her not too much, but when we come, it's wonderful to have her.
Hmm.
Nice.
So, what I want to do, if you're going to hang around for a while, after the commercials at the 9 o'clock hour, I'm going to talk about your little incident you had down there. Was it Myrtle Beach?
Oh, no, it was North. She's with Maryland.
Maryland, yeah.
That was
Uh,
scary.
yeah, and everybody
We
need to
should we
stick
should
around.
we should play the TikTok. We should
Yeah,
play it.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh,
I
I
don't know
do.
how to bring. I don't know how to bring them up. You're going to have to teach me how to do that because I want to start a new format for my show. But yeah, so everybody, she called. We had a show that night, and it was me and my friend Eric. And all of a sudden, I get this old mess. I get a message from Jenny. Oh my God, Swan, there's ghosts down there. There's ghosts. But you know what? We're going to wait until after 9 o'clock so she can tell, we can ask her questions. Is there anybody out there right now in the chat room that has a question for Jenny? Please feel free, you know, feel free to ask her. Um, get into the conversation with us. Is anything on your mind? Have you had any paranormal experiences? You know, type it in and we'll talk about it. But yeah, so mom's okay. She's have her good days. She has her bad days. My brother's my brother. So it's like, wow. So that's really what's happening in my life right now. Okay, and I guess what we went through for a year, okay, seems to be, you know, making a flat line now. So everything's going pretty good. So what is your, let me see. Okay, here's the deal. Do you believe in ghosts, Jenny? I'm going to do this for about 5 minutes. You believe in
Yeah, of
ghosts?
course. Of
Okay.
course.
How about your house? Is there a lot of crap still happening out there?
It's kind of slowed down after my mom passed away, but there's been
Hmm.
weird things happening, like TV coming on by itself in the middle of the night, green orbs outside the window,
Hmm.
weird stuff like that. So I'm not really sure you know, what it
Size,
is.
bring up size. She goes, I have lots of activities in my home with spirits, never alone in the house. 4 or 5 portals. Spirits come all the time.
Mm,
I guess they're attracted to your energy, Si,
they must
because,
be.
oh, have to. They have to. And that's what it's crazy because I went out with a couple people that wanted to investigate a house, and they said, can you come along? I didn't do no investigation. I was there for, moral support, you know. And you'll be surprised how many damn portals was in this place that we were at. And there's like 6 or 7 of them. And the majority of them were all in like closets or up in the corner, of the room. It was crazy. I mean, there was a lot of activity that we did that happened. And so they're sorting through the evidence right now, and then they're going to present it to the people. You know what I mean? So we're looking forward to seeing what they caught. I know what happened during the investigation, but there's always more evidence to be found. Did you happen to go to what's that battlefield out by you, Jen? Uh-oh, she lost me. She can't hear me, or she can't talk. You there, Jen? Jen? Johnny says that we closed a few side. Yeah, you did. Cindy, can you see the portal with your eyes or just sense them? I can't hear you, Jen. Oh, wow. For me, Cindy, I can see the energy because for the way I look at the portal is that I see like little balls of energy. Johnny can sense them. I can see them. You know, um, I think Jenny's having a little bit of a malfunction with her mic microphone. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I am going to jump into the commercials right now, and so she can fix her stuff problems with what's happening. So everybody, we're going to take the 2-minute break. Oh, really, Si? Using portals with the dowsing rods. That's interesting. That's cool. Maybe we can talk about that in the next hour. But you know what? I am going to take our 2-minute break here. So everybody, Virginia, if you have to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom, and John and anybody else, get something to drink. And I will see you in 2 minutes. Get the ad up there. Where are we at?
Looking for something new in dark fantasy, humor, space exploration, time travel, alternative history? They're in the L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future anthology. Get the 10-volume box set with 159 stories and full color illustrations plus 34 articles with writings and art tips. Get the UPRN discount, $125 for the entire box set. That's a $60 savings for that beautiful box set. L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future. Go to uprntalkradio.com, click on the link, and place your order.
Looking for stories that are fresh and new? Dark fantasy, humor, space exploration, time travel, cyberpunk, alternate history, and more. They're in the L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future anthology from 24 award-winning authors and illustrators, plus art and writing tips and bonus stories. L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future. Buy your copy at galaxypress.com, Amazon, or wherever books are sold.
Man, one more, and there we go. Get back to it. So, hi, Jenny. I can't hear you, hon. Hold on, let me double check. Oh, from the videos, but okay. So this is the second iron as Jenny is still, trying to figure out her mic. I wanted to say that we are on UPRN Talk Radio 105.3 New Orleans, 107.7 Mississippi, and also, I want to thank Carnation for sponsoring the second hour of Into the Night with me, Sean Kelly. If anybody else needs to advertise anything, feel free to advertise. Tell me what you want to advertise, and we'll go from there. So as Jenny's working on her show, on her microphone, so she had an interesting deal down in Maryland, and whenever she gets her mic back up, then it could be working. She'll talk about it. But so did everybody have a good week? I sure did. Oh, and I forgot to announce that the CRPS disease is a very bad disease, and what it is I have 3 friends that have it, and you're in constant pain all the time, and there is no cure for it. Okay. Um, and so all they can do is give them pain medicines. And it's like, this is the awareness month form. So if anybody could do me a favor and just pray for these people, my friends, please do. Please do. Um, so Virginia says it's been a good week. Okay. And everybody else seems to have a good week. Um, and so mine was interesting. Mine was interesting. And of course, I said, thank you for sending prayers, Cindy. Appreciate it very much because they really definitely do need it because what it is that they're constantly in pain all the time. And, and it's just not right. It just, I don't know, and it's the crazy thing about the whole situation is that they're good people. Okay. Thank you, Virginia. They are good people. And, I just don't understand why it happens sometimes. Okay, she's working on her thing. Um, don't know why her microphone's not working, but that's okay. So Sunday, the Sunday show that I did turned out pretty good. Maybe she's going to come back in again. I hope so, because I really do want you guys to hear her ghost story. Um, So whenever I get the link back, then I can send it to her. But the Sunday show was pretty interesting. I really enjoyed everybody being there to support me. I really love the support for the Tuesday night show. And I think it's going to be very, very interesting. To be honest with you, 2 hour shows are very long. Okay. And it got to the point where um, I wasn't really like toward the end of the show it was kind of hard. And I'm being honest with you guys. But and if it wasn't for you guys, I don't think that I could have actually made it. You know, um, but Sunday turned out great. It was great doing for our everybody out there who's in the chat room. Please tell me, did they enjoy it? Did they enjoy the 1 hour um, deal? Um, 1 hour show. I don't know. I'm lost for words right now. But I'm going to send her a text and see is she okay. All right. Um, so, thank you, Virginia. Thank you. Yeah, it was. I'm glad that you guys liked it. And thank you, Johnny. And now with Jenny coming on from 7 to 8, oh, you did, Virginia. That's good. Um, they shoes, 2 hour shoes. I never heard of 2 hour shoes. That's okay. I'll let you slide on that one, buddy. Cindy says, I definitely enjoyed the 1 hour show. It's very interesting how people are sensing portals in different ways. Yeah, I know typos. Yeah, there's, but she's probably laughing out loud there. But yeah, Cindy, back to the portals. Let me see where she gave me. Um, let me see real quick. Mm, okay, not yet. But it is interesting about the portals. And like Johnny says, he senses them. I see them, every now and then. I feel them. And, but mainly I see them. And it took a while. It really took a while to get them. Michelle, there are portals and vortexes all over the planet. Yes, there are. Thank you, Michelle, for coming on. Everybody, I want you to meet Michelle. Very intelligent lady. Um, and I'm very grateful that she came into the show. I mean, she has a great show, The Outer Realm. Um, which was good, which is a great show. And then you also got Joe Montaldo, and thank you so much for Michelle for being on. Um, so if you want another good show to watch, was it Wednesday nights? I do believe The Outer Realm with Michelle. Yes, definitely, you got to check it out. But I read a lot, and even down in West Virginia when I would be out in the woods and stuff like that. Honestly, you could actually see all the energies, like the different portals. I know my friend Anthony Celebos, who comes to the show every now and then. He goes to the forest down in Texas. I think it's San Antonio. I'm not sure the name of the forest is. But you know what? He sees a couple porters all the time. In fact, he actually walked through one. He explained it. One of the shows that he was on, and he explained it on one of his shows. But he said it was just like a big burst of energy that it just like I don't know. It's just like being out there in La La Land, if you want to say it. I guess that's the only way I could talk about it. But for everybody that don't know what a portal is where it goes into a different dimension. A lot of spirits, that's how they come into our world uh, through these portals. And also with the outer space, there's a lot of portals up there. And I just so good. And I am just lost for words right now. And I don't know where I'm going. But it's going to be okay. Um, so that's the really big deal on the portals with me. Cybo Sai says portals are exhausting to close, which I do. If you would like to, share how you do close a portal, Sai, you're more than welcome, to type it in, and I'll share it and read it for everybody. No, Cindy, portals are mostly around water. No, Bigfoots do too. That's too, Johnny. Bigfoot's travel, and I really believe that when I asked Jenny that question a while back, I believe that whenever there is a Bigfoot sighting, right, I usually check to see how the UFO action was going on. And usually when that happens, there's a lot of UFO stuff happening. Oh, okay. We back. We back. Jenny, we back?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. What happened?
I don't know. It was weird because it was when you started to play those. I don't know if something kicked me off or what.
Huh.
And then I went into the wrong room. Someone else.
Everybody, Jenny's back. Now we can she could tell the story about her trip about her ghosts down in Maryland. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jen. The
it's kinda
floor is yours.
creepy. Oh boy. Okay, went to the beach. I haven't been there a long time. It was probably almost 30 years. But we go to a condo. What was it called? Shark Fin 401. I think it was Shark Fin. Vacasa is the real estate agent company. So it's a beautiful condo. Don't get me wrong. It was beautiful. It was a lovely condo. So beautiful. So first thing we went, I noticed that none of the light fixtures had light bulbs. None of the fans worked. None of the lights worked. None of the outlets worked. So we were like, okay, what the heck's going on? This place, there's something wrong. And then there was there was duct tape all over the microwave. Do not use. So I said, okay. So I can handle this. And actually, my ex-husband came with us, so that was weird. And he felt bad for me. He goes, why don't you sleep in the one bedroom, my bedroom, because he felt bad because it has a big ocean front. It was beautiful. And I said, okay. So I go in his room And he pulled the blind, and all the blinds came off. They just fell, every one of them. And then he goes, "Let's see. This bed looks good. This is great. You can sit here and look at the beach. Blah blah blah." So he sits on the bed, and the whole bed broke. I said, "Oh, so you wanted me in this room because you knew it was all falling apart?" So that was the beginning of it. And then it was just like really weird. Nothing worked. Nothing worked at all. And then that night he goes, "It was so weird. Somebody was poking me." I said, "What do you mean someone was poking me?" She goes, "Legit, somebody was poking me in the middle of the night." I said, he goes, "I think this place is haunted." I said, "You're haunted." But then I started noticing that nothing worked. And then I said, "This is crazy." And then there was a night, this is the second night we were there, and my son comes in because the whole family went, and he goes, "I smell something. Something smells like it's burning." I said, "I don't smell anything." So he went and opened the refrigerator, and the temperature said 60 degrees. He goes, "This thing is broke." Well, it was smoking. I mean, it was catching on fire. So we had to call the fire department. So they called the fire department, and we didn't know what to do because we just went to the store, bought all this, food and stuff, milk and eggs and bacon, everything went bad. So he's fighting with the real estate agent, trying to get us a refrigerator or something. And he's in the one room in the back on the phone. It's a big place. It was big. It had like 5 bedrooms, a big living room, big wrap around windows that go all around the condo that you can see the beach. It was beautiful. And we're sitting at this huge table they had. It reminded me of something on Game of Thrones. It was huge, dark, wood. We're all sitting around the table, getting ready to play this game called the Werewolf. And it was called the Werewolf. It was a silly game. So we're sitting there, and all of a sudden I said, "This is crazy. Nothing's working." And all of a sudden the fan came on with a light. It was going, and it's like, who turned the fan on? And I said, "This place is probably haunted." And when I said that, the lights blinked again. So this goes on and on and on, asking questions like, is this a ghost? And you have to see it. I have to play it for you if I can figure out how to play it, because we filmed it. And first we thought it was all fun and games. And then it got really weird because he kept on. It was like, say, did someone die here? Yes, for 1 for yes, 2 for no. And the first time it went off, it said yes. And all of a sudden, the back bedroom, we could see it. And I'm filming this. The light in the back bedroom was cracked. It went off. And then all of a sudden, the door opened by itself. And it was so freaky. And I said, "Did someone die in the back bedroom?" And it said yes. And I said, "Did you die?" And it said yes.
Oh,
And
wow.
this was going on. We were like all freaking out. And then my ex-husband goes, he goes, I go like this. I said, "Are you the one who poked Mark last night? Yes for once, twice for no." And it said yes. And then we were laughing. We said, I said, "Do you think he's cute or something? Do you think he's handsome?" And it said yes. I was like, "Oh my God." So it's a female. It was a female, or it could have been male. I don't know. But this went on for like 25 minutes. I mean, and it was fast. It was like, there was no like, you know what I mean? It was like, yeah, asking the questions right after each other. It was so, I mean, I wanted to leave. And then my son was on the phone. We ran down to, he goes, get out, I'm on the phone with him. So it wasn't him. And they said, oh, there was remotes. And the remotes were there, but there was no batteries in the remotes for this. And then my ex-husband ran down to tell my son in the back bedroom. And when my son came out, and they said, well, they want to know if they found us a different place. Do you want to leave? And he was telling my ex-husband this, and all of a sudden the fan in his room went full blast speed. And it was like, he didn't want us to leave, whoever it was. But we stayed there. And I'll tell you what I did. I slept with the rosary beads. I have to find if you can talk, I'll look for the,
Yeah.
I know how to play the What do you
The
call it?
video.
How to play a video.
Yeah, I
Myself
have
to
to learn
find it.
how to do that. But yeah, as she's looking for that video, that was a pretty interesting story. I mean, and then what was really cool about it, like I said before, I was on my show with my friend Eric, and she came on and she talked about it for a little bit, and I'm thinking to myself, not bad. You gotta have her on for her show, and but it was really cool that she got a hold of me and we talked about it. Did you ever figure out who it was, Jen?
Well, we did a lot of I did a lot of research on the building, and apparently the person who used to own it died. And I thought, well, maybe that was, maybe that was them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was I'm trying to get in here. I mean, I did a lot of research on it, and I'd even talked to the people that lived on 301 because we were on 401, and they said they never heard of anything like that. And I'm like, oh, I just find it hard to believe that they
Mm-hmm.
never, they never heard anything about it, because either it was haunted or there was a serious electrical problem, put it that way,
Right.
because it was so bad. How do I have two different profiles. How do I get on my other one? Let's see. I
Okay.
have
So as she's figuring it out, she did show me the video and it was pretty cool. Um, so next week, next Tuesday, I will be on for an hour. If anybody out there right now that Bill was the guy. Johnny Freeman said his name was Bill. He okay, Johnny, thank you for that. If anybody else has any information that could possibly tell Jenny who it could have been, um, feel free to. But next, anybody in here right now, Virginia, Johnny, Cindy, Cy, anybody out there that wants has any ideas that they would like to have, as a guest or any kind of on my show, feel free to put it in there. I'll write it down and go from there. You know, but to me, when you talk about the beach, I do not like the beach at all. I mean,
why.
that sand, all the sand gets in your feet and clothes. And there could be sharks out in the water and stuff like that. And no, in my luck, I get my big Shamu body out there. It's like the sharks are going to say, "Wow, look at that
Mm.
Thanksgiving." I got another thing here. You want to go on it?
Yeah, I found it.
Another,
You ready?
yeah, go
Tell
ahead.
me if you can. Tell me. Oh, it's so hard to see though. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see
You
it real
ready?
good. Yep.
How do I do this? Okay, I gotta go up here.
Here we go, ladies and gents.
Can you tell?
There's literally demons in here with me to poltergeist. Send help.
Can we tell them we want our money back?
It's possessed.
Are you a ghost?
It's possessed. It's possessed. It is possessed. It's literal. It's not a ghost.
If you're a ghost, blink twice. It was a demon.
You're right, Johnny. Sand goes places it shouldn't. That's the truth.
How long have you been here?
There's a door knocker on that door. It's a big one.
Did you get a picture of that door opening up?
Yeah, I did. It went really fast. You had to look really. See, we were laughing, thinking it was funny because until the night came. Okay.
Look at this dude.
Can I asked the stupid questions. Is there something wrong with this building? Blink twice.
Wait, it's just the lights are blinking on and off, dude.
See, that scared the shit out of me.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
This door just randomly opened.
It was
Everybody,
just
this is
totally
real.
What is going on, dude?
Are you fooling with us?
You know what?
Blink twice.
What's going on?
He wasn't fooling. Yeah, he was.
No, I'm dead serious, dude. There's demons and ghosts.
The one guy thought it was Jared thought it was
Is
a
this
demon.
building haunted? Blink twice.
What's going on?
Johnny says that's his kind of place.
No, it was scary as hell. I'm telling you.
Oh, I bet it
One
was.
little girl, did you hear her? She was so scared. What is happening?
Oh,
I
really?
told you last night I felt someone poking me in the back.
I
That's
told
crazy,
you somebody
Jen.
turned on my
No.
Good for you, Mark. Good for you.
Did you poke Big Mark last night? Blink twice.
Wait.
Oh my
That-
God!
see?
Look at that. Yeah.
Just stop it, dude.
So I don't know what.
Mark, you got yourself.
Somebody had to die.
Who's
there.
laughing?
We were all laughing. There's like a whole bunch of us, my whole family. We're laughing. We thought it was funny until it got dark.
Do you think Patty's sexy?
Boy, what
Blink
happened
twice.
after it got dark?
It was spooky as hell. The same thing, but they got, when I was in my bed, I'm sleeping and I feel this breeze. And I'm like, what? And I went in my room. The fans did not work. The lights did not work. Nothing. It did not work. Well, that night, the fan was going full force in my bed.
Do you like him?
And I was sleeping and I put
Oh,
the
wow.
covers over my head. Then the door was pounding like someone was trying to come in, like the wind. And I don't know if it was really the wind.
Why are you
The
here?
door
Blink,
were
were you in an accident here?
Oh,
Oh,
definitely was
Yes, there was an accident there.
No, John's on the phone. I just heard.
Like once for yes, and I said yes.
kitchen on fire.
Ask,
Do you what?
It is
did
creepy.
you break
To be
your
honest to
refrigerator
God.
blink twice?
Did
Of
you
course,
break the
Sean, we would have
refrigerator?
fun.
Blink twice.
Nope. Just let them know. Like,
Why?
Listen, it's the way you
That's
just
great.
keep on
That's a
answering
no.
the
That's
question.
a no.
That's crazy.
get out.
That was a
I'm
no.
telling you to get
Wait,
out.
wait.
Please.
Did you break the refrigerator?
If you did, blink twice.
That's scary.
Wow. Wow.
You can already have some.
That's
And this one on. I don't want to go. My brother wants to go back there. I do not want to go back. I do not want to go back.
Your brother?
That's just,
Louis,
Oh, look.
He wants
and
to
all
go
of a sudden
back.
the
I said-
fans stopped.
I knew he
Yep.
had to take this. He was seeing.
He wants to go back,
He's the
I
one that
don't.
saw the Louis the one that saw the thing at your house. Like,
Now, how long were you in Maryland in this place when you got down there? Was it right away that day,
Are the real
that
estate
night?
people?
No,
good or
it
bad?
started like when the
One's good,
refrigerator, like the
twice
second
is
day.
bad.
Okay.
When we went in there, nothing worked. There was no batteries. There was no, and then that's not all. We had a key code to get in, and you had to put a code in to get into the room. The freaking door, that was another thing that broke. And they said the battery was completely drained.
Wow.
And like I said, the blinds, they fell apart. The bed fell apart. The refrigerator caught on fire. Apparently the microwave, there's something wrong with the microwave before that because they had it taped up with duct tape. So it was like, it was scary, Johnny. I mean, that was the first time I really felt, had a
We have to think of
conversation with something
You
that
like
wasn't
Mark.
real. But it was spooky.
Are
Yeah.
you wait?
That
If
went
you're a
on.
female, blink once. If you're a male, blink twice.
And like I said, it answered the questions right away. It's like,
What's amazing about that, Jen, is that you had a lot of people there and it still communicated
Are
with
you
you guys. You know what I
non-binary?
mean?
Blink once.
Because usually if you go into a room where people don't believe in spirits or ghosts, they really don't react.
Wasn't there a light?
well, none of them saw anything like they ever experienced. My brother's the one who's skeptic, and he said he's never. It was weird. He's never had anything like that. Here, I'll turn it off. But it's really,
Virginia says you got great footage, huh?
yeah, I know it was really good.
And I'm like, wow, because I thought
Like,
someone came in my room.
I mean, it just he was just talking about like somebody poked him, like.
Hmm.
And I asked whatever it was, were you the one who poked Big Mark? And it said yes. So it was
Wow.
so weird. It was
Yeah, it
really
was.
weird. I have a lot of there's so many weird stuff on my TikTok that I save. Oh my god, there's so many weird stuff. I don't know how there's a how do you set you can there's a way that you can go see what you liked your videos that you
You
liked.
know what? I got catfished on TikTok. I
Oh
did.
god, no.
Yes, and now I'm off of TikTok for a while.
So
Yeah.
someone actually what do you mean? What happened?
Well, see, this this one girl, she really, enjoyed my videos. She liked my personality. She loved me dearly and wanted to do this and, marry me at one point in time. She was
And you
willing.
fell
No,
for it?
here, dude, you don't know. I mean, I was at a bad time in my life when I was having it.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, after she said all this stuff, okay, and I'm thinking, oh, wow, this is it, man. This is great. And she was 35 years old, sent me pictures of her. And after it was all said and done, said, well, can you please send me a $50 gift card from Apple so I can put more content up
Ah.
at TikTok? And I
Uh,
was like devastated. Do you know what I mean? I
you didn't
was
give
like,
her any money, did you?
no, no, not at all. I mean, I blocked her. I blocked myself. I just don't go on TikTok no more. It was really crappy that they did that. Johnny Freeman would like to have the address to that place you were at.
It's
Then
401 shark fin. That is the I have it somewhere. Wait a minute. Let me see. 401. It's a condominium. 401 shark fin in Ocean City, Maryland. Let me see. Shark fin, Ocean City, Maryland. Let me see. It's Picasa is the people that rent it out. Picasa. I must have looked it up 100 times because I was trying to get information on it. Here it is right here. Let's see. It's expensive. But this is it right here. Let me 401 Ocean City, Maryland. What is the full address? I'll just get here. Wait a minute. I'm going to share my screen and you can look at it and you'll be able to, if you put it into your, okay, let me get stop screen share. Okay, present. Oh God, I need to practice anyways. Wait a minute.
it is crazy, Virginia, and yes, Cindy, it just blew my mind that you know after all that stuff, and all she wanted was a $50 Apple card, and I'm like, no, and you know what? How people are so freaking mean out there. Okay, so mean to do whatever
You
they
know what, Sean?
can.
They're all like on all these, even on Facebook. It's not good. I mean,
No,
that's the real
it is.
estate. You can look if you go
Can you see
there,
that, Johnny? Can you see that, Cy?
and it's 401
Shark Fin
Picasa.
Road, right? Is
Yeah,
it
it's
401?
Shark Fin is the not the road. That is the name of the condominium. I don't know why it doesn't have an address. I know I looked it up 100 times. It's Ocean Boulevard. I know that. Here it is, right here. North Ocean City, Maryland. Ocean City 221. Here, let me share it. You can see that. That one you can't stop sharing. And I'll send it this one. And I tell you
Well,
what,
as she's getting it,
if you want a haunting place, that's it.
that sounds
Because
interesting to go to, Jen. I mean, maybe Johnny, Virginia, Cy, and a bunch of other of us go down there and just rent it out and
yeah,
see what the hell happens.
yeah, it's expensive, but if you have a bunch of people and I'll split it, because this is the table that can you see it?
Here, you want me to bring it up?
Let me here, yeah. Wait, where'd it go?
Oh, there you go.
Okay, where is it? That is, see the table we were sitting at? This is the area. There's the fan. These are the fans. This is the one that went crazy over there. The second one. But it's a beautiful condominium. Look at this. It was gorgeous. It was big.
Were there any good restaurants around it?
Oh, there's one on every street, on every block. There's a place called Finnegan's, and that's all shrimp. And then there's that the kids like this place called the Bonfire. I really don't like it. It reminds me of Ponderosa, but there's a lot of different places. But seriously, if you got a lot of people going, because it is expensive, and the only reason why we got it such a reasonable, we got it pretty cheap because they rented a place other than this one, and they called them in December and said, "Oh, they sold it," and so that they said, "You guys can pick any place you want." So that's how they got it, because normally it would be too expensive. It would be to like $2,000 just for what, 5 days? I mean, that's 6 days. Wow. That's a lot of money. Yeah.
That's a ton of money.
If you go down, we went, and it's cheaper if you go like towards the end of August and the beginning of September, you can get it really cheap. But I've never experienced anything like it. Never. And I will never go back there. But my brother wants to go back because it was such a beautiful place. It was beautiful.
Are you sure?
You have a large family. Yeah.
Maybe he wants to go back and see the ghost.
Maybe. But it's yeah. If you have, for it to answer questions that quickly, that's kind of weird. But I would recommend it if you're a ghost hunter. I tried to call, like you guys told me to call, see if I could find a ghost hunter. There was none. Not one. There was not one paranormal society or anything like that there.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Well, it was funny because we went to the boardwalk the next night, and there's a psychic I went to. I always like to check out the psychics at the beach. So I went and I told her about it. And she said, "Oh, it's so haunted." She said, and I said, "How long has it been haunted?" She said, "Probably about a year." So something must have happened in that year. And she said, "Get your money back. Get out of there. Don't stay there." But we stayed there like fools. And I tell you what, I was miserable. Me and my ex, we were so miserable because he had surgery in June, and he was retaining so much fluid in that leg that the knee that he had surgery. But I was retaining fluid in my one leg because I was in a car accident 5 years ago. And for some reason, I don't know what happened when I was there. It just swelled up. So I don't know if it was the salt.
Might have been the heat. The heat.
Well, it wasn't really. We went there and there was a hurricane. So the hurricane wasn't there. It was out to sea, somewhere. But we got all the bad weather. I mean, it was windy. It wasn't real hot. But they said that apparently that you can blow up with fluid because of the ocean. I never knew that, especially when you get older. When you get older, I never knew that. But there's an island that they have the horses, the wild horses. And one of the characteristics of the horses is they have a big bloated stomach from all the salt water they consume with the vegetation. Yeah. And I said, oh shit. Well, they ate out every night too. And I'm not used to it because I usually fast and I don't usually hardly ever go out to dinner. I like to cook at home. So I think maybe it was just the combination of the ocean water and the extra salt in the food. I don't know. Who knows?
That's very cool. Who knows? But I can't.
You don't like it. You'd rather go camping.
Yeah, and then walking on the beach and sand. You know what I mean? And
well, you couldn't walk on the beach because you could walk. It's like because of the riptides were so high that in the morning they would go all the way up to the dunes. But when you would walk, you know how when I was a kid, I would walk and it would be like you walk on the beach, but this is like up here, it would go like this down. You had to walk down a big hill to get to the shore. It was like it wasn't very fun. Put it that way.
No,
it wasn't. No, it was not very fun. But I enjoyed it with the kids and stuff.
That's all that matters, as long as you had a good time with the kids and with the ghost there. That would have been pretty. Get a little bit more information. Um,
A little bit.
so after that, you showed me a picture. You went to Gettysburg. I want to hear about that trip.
Well, I did not like Gettysburg at all.
How come?
I as soon as I got there, I just wanted to leave. I did not feel good. I thought I was gonna have a panic attack.
Hmm.
I don't know if it was because we traveled right from the beach and it was 4 hours, and then I didn't eat or anything, and we got out of the car, and as soon as I got out of the car, it was 90 some degrees. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm never gonna be able to do this." But I just had this horrible feeling the whole time I was there. I didn't like it. S I felt like I was gonna rip my hair out. I wanted to get out of there.
Saw
So
the
it
energy of all the spirits that are out there, man.
probably,
Yeah.
probably, and I wasn't the only one. My daughter-in-law felt the same way. I did not like Gettysburg.
Hmm.
I didn't like it.
Where'd you feel it mainly at? In on the
At the
battlefield, or
battlefield, I did not like it.
okay?
I didn't feel anything. We went up to Jenny Wade's house. We didn't get to go on any tours or anything because of the time situation that we got there was too late. Everything was shutting down for the night. But Jenny Wade's house I didn't feel anything there either.
Hmm.
It was but I didn't like it. That whole night I was miserable. I just wanted to get home at that point. I didn't
Oh,
like
were you
it.
only there for one night?
Yeah, I didn't like it. I did not like I
Oh,
went into
okay,
the
okay.
museum. As soon as I hit the air and it was like this heaviness and it didn't agree with me. Not at all, but you liked
And
it.
you know what? That's okay. And you know what? That's okay. Some people can deal with it. Some people can't. You know what I mean? And I mean, I could take you to places up there that the energy is so strong and so deep, and you know what I mean. But you have to learn. What I had to do is I had to learn to tune it out. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
energy and all that kind of crap going on. But you did send me a picture.
Yeah, there were some good pictures they got. I was surprised.
Hmm.
I did
Yeah,
see some there were
but
some really
I
cool pictures.
love Gettysburg though. I mean I really enjoyed it up there.
I think
It's
maybe
like,
it go back in the fall or something when it's not so busy. I don't know. It just seems like
oh yeah, you can't go up there during the summertime. It's
it was
nuts.
too yeah, it was
Because I like
crazy.
to go. I like to go to Gettysburg like at the beginning of April or the beginning of October
October would
because
have been nice.
yeah, because it's very pretty up there.
Mhm.
So real quick, okay, about quarter till I'm going to pull my cards. So I hope you stick around for the cards that I pull. I pull three. I use the animal medicine deck, and I pull
Mhm.
three cards, and we'll write them down, and and people can look it up on Google. But I do that because I usually close out the show about 9:50, 9:51. But yeah, so let's go, man. I'll go to Gettysburg, but all of us are like going to go. I hope we can get down because I will look for that place, that shark fin place. I wouldn't mind going down there.
No, I totally think it's haunted. I really do.
Okay, from what we saw, well, on your video there, yeah.
You go
I
down
mean,
on the day you go down when there's no one there or go down, like, on a weekend or something or a weekday. Go on a weekday well, weekend. Go I would go even you could even go in, like, the fall, to get
mhm.
where the rates are low
Hi, Amanda.
just to experience it 'cause, I hope they have a refrigerator that works now. That was
So,
insane.
sorry you missed the show. Good to see you, Amanda. Thank you for at least coming in. Amanda's a cool person. They're really good people here, and they're my support system. So it's pretty cool. It actually does make the day go by quicker. The 2 hours go by quicker. But I am seriously looking forward to doing the 1 hour shows now. I really am.
Well, I think 2
There's
hours is hard to do. I mean
Yeah, well, the one show that I did, um, you remember we were doing 2 hours chasing and 1 hour of into the night, That one night I stayed and I talked for 3 hours, Jenny. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It
Unless you
was
have a
nuts.
guest on, I mean, if you have a lot of
Right.
material, I mean, if you plan it, like you have a lot of material to talk about, even showing videos and talking about things that are going on out there, it's okay.
Hmm.
Um, you have to have a lot of material to talk about.
So, real quick, Christmas, hon. What are you doing for Christmas?
Just doing the same thing we always do. Family comes around, Santa Claus comes to town.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
You're gonna
busy.
have you have that big dinner, don't you?
We do. We don't have the 7 fishes, but I'm gonna do something different this year. I think I'm gonna have like a seafood boil because we had them at the beach and I really liked them. The seafood boil and maybe the kids will probably still fry the calamari and shrimp, but I think I'm gonna do lobster tails this year.
Oh, really?
But I
That's
don't know
cool.
where to get them. I think I have to go down to somewhere downtown or the
Yeah,
strip district.
Woolies. You can get them there. Don't go to your supermarket because they are vitally, really, really expensive.
Yeah.
They are expensive.
I have to stay. I mean, I don't want I've given up again because I'm in so much pain. I was telling you, I can't eat flour or wheat or sugar. It just does not agree with me. I get too much
Right.
inflammation. So I'm going to try to really stay. I started up doing the intermittent fasting, the 1 meal a day. I feel so much better when I don't eat. So
Yeah.
drink a lot of water, drink coffee. I feel better when I don't eat. So when I do eat, that's when I start to run into trouble. So
Well, I lost 12 pounds in about a month
what are you
because
doing?
I just don't eat as much as I used to anymore. Um, and hey, Michael Anthony, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to
Hi,
the show.
Michael.
But
Yeah,
so I've lost 12 pounds.
that's
And
awesome.
good night, Cy. Good. I'm glad you're here. I
Yeah,
came
the
to listen
chemicals
to you.
they put too many chemicals in the food. They're trying to kill us, with all their additives. And I found out when I was at the beach that when I was telling you I was swelled up, I was getting my swelling in my one leg that I injured. And I had the Giant Eagle popcorn. I don't know if anybody's had it, the cheese
Yeah, I've heard.
popcorn. It
Hmm.
is so good. But then I had it again on Halloween and the same thing happened. I'm like, what is in this? So there's
Hmm.
an ingredient in there, sodium something that can kill you. And I'm like, why would they stick this in cheese popcorn?
Hmm.
It's a preservative that can kill you.
Right.
So
And
I
there's a
threw the
lot of
bag
that
away.
going on out there now.
Well, I threw it away. I'm never having that again. But I noticed we were looking at all the different the junk food, like the
Right.
chips and the Doritos and there is so much shit to taste sick in there. So the only thing I'm gonna have, well, you guys will probably think it's disgusting, but I go to the Dollar General and they have this pork rinds that have nothing on them. I forget
Hmm.
who makes them. They're plain. And I dip them in sour cream dip, the carb dip for if I want to have a potato chip or something. And it is so freaking
Hmm.
good. And there's no preservatives in it. It is just pork rinds and that's it. Sea
Huh.
salt, I think it was. The sodium is like 15 gram, like real low 15. So
Hmm.
that's what I had today. And I had some tilapia and some broccoli, and I had collagen coffee, which I do the liquid collagen and I do a powdered collagen. I mix it in my coffee. And I tell you what, I enjoyed that. And now I'm thirsty as hell. And what I drink is this Spellegrino, whatever you call I can't
Oh,
see.
that
Where's my
stuff's gross.
No, it isn't.
It's tonic. It's like soda water, ain't it?
It is so good.
No, it
Yeah,
isn't. It's
Amanda, pork
gross.
rinds are great. No, it isn't. It's delicious. I'll have the soda, the tonic, not the tonic water, the sparkling water. And I'm staying away
Yeah.
from the aspartame in the Diet Coke, which is horrible too.
I can't deal with anything diet, man. All I drink is tea.
Well, it is really bad for you, but for Thanksgiving coming up, since I'm not doing the flour, I'm not doing the sugar, so I'm making my own stuffing I make bread made out of flaxseed. It has like
Okay, yeah.
zero free carbs in it. I'm gonna use
Hmm.
that breadcrumb, make my own breadcrumbs I'm going to make my own butternut squash using monk fruits as sugar and swerve brown sugar and the heavy
Mhm.
cream and the butters. And I'm going to make pumpkin pie with the heavy cream and maybe use a pecan crust. I'll make a pecan crust and even something else. Maybe like a pecan pie. Um, I wouldn't say I would not say it's like ketogenic because it's not a high fat diet. It's just staying away from the sugar, the flour. The wheat kill
Mhm.
is bad for you. The gluten is bad for you. And I feel so much better when I eat, and I love pork rinds. I mean, they have some really good flavors. You can get them on Amazon. Dollar General used to have the best pork rinds. Like they had barbecue. They had this other one, herb and onion, I think it was.
You know what? Dollar General has some pretty cool stuff. I like going to Dollar General.
Well, I
Seriously.
made these cookies. They're called Cowboy Keto cookies. Oh my god, they're so freaking good. And they're made with coconut. Is it oatmeal? I think there might be some oats in it. They're not really low carb, but they're called keto. But I don't know why. But they're made with coconut sugar. Oh my god, it's so delicious. I mean, but that's
Amanda
bad because they're good.
Amanda likes her pork rinds with she eats it plain with Bull's hot sauce.
Oh yeah. They're good for
I
you. And you know what? I'm telling you what, when people cook pork rinds, coconut oil, avocado oil, olive oil, your body thrives on that. But it's the crappy oil like soy oil and vegetable
mhm,
oils, and that's bad for you.
right.
But butter is good for you. Believe it or not. They want you
Oh,
to eat all
butter.
this. They want you to eat all this crappy. It's a all this processed food is trying to kill us. And all the chemicals they stick on that food, the corn, they roll in corn. Corn
Oh
used to be
yeah.
one of the best things. Like I love popcorn, so I do still have the popcorn on the weekends. I get the skinny pop or I get the organic popcorn, and I make it myself.
Cindy Mitch uses olive oil.
Yeah, I have
Mm,
olive oil spray. The only thing about olive oil, Cindy, is you can't bring it to a certain temperature. When you go above 400 degrees, it becomes rancid, and it can get you actually sick. So you have to be really careful with olive oil. I cook with coconut oil and avocado oil.
Coconut oil's not bad.
No,
Not
coconut
bad
oil
at
is
all.
good for you. It's good for your hair, your skin, everything. You just
Well,
rub it
listen,
all over you.
hon, it's getting close to the witching hour, if you don't
Okie
understand that.
dokie.
But I want to thank you for coming on, and good luck with your show on Sunday
Yeah, I'm
nights.
excited about it.
If anybody, how can people reach you?
They can go on my website. I mean, not my website, on my Facebook page. You're going to catch me more on my Facebook page. And my name is my real name, Jennie Nicassio. I think it's Jennie Nicassio, right? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Or I have my Chasing Prophecy. I posted a link in there. I do
Hmm.
believe I posted a link to my Chasing Prophecy. Um, yeah, I did before, but I don't know where it is. It might be still there somewhere. But you can go. I'm going to be broadcasting on Sean's page, Pittsburgh Paranormal Society. It's going to be one of the destinations. So if you want to check out the show on Sundays, right before I'm on 7. He's on 8.
I'll
So
see
it
you,
should be
Jenny.
good.
Johnny,
Okay.
take care, buddy. Johnny,
See you
thank you
later,
for
Johnny.
coming on. Yeah, so Sunday nights, you
Sunday
know we'll
nights.
be right here. Yes, definitely. Thank you again, Jen, for being on the show. And
Oh, you're welcome.
you want to stick around for the cards or what?
I'll
It's up
stick
to you.
around. You're
Okay.
going to do them right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna do them right now.
Okay.
So everybody, you know the deal. What I do, I read from the medicine cards, and I pull 3 cards, and they are the animal totem cards. And everybody here, I pull 3 cards out. One for the past, one second one's for the now. Thank you, Virginia, and one for the future. So what I want you to do is please write these animals down and Google what they mean. So, okay, I shuffled them. All right, first card I pull out is the buffalo. So everyone, please write that down, buffalo. And that's from your past. For future, I meant the now card is the otter. Oop, there we go. There's the otter. And your future card is the raccoon. So those are the three cards for this week. And like I said, all you got to do is just go and Google those animals. And if the reading is for you, if those animals are for you and it helps you in something that you're dealing with, well, I hope it's good. I hope it does help you out. I want to thank everybody again for being here tonight. This is my last 2 hour show. I will be going on Sunday nights, 8 to 9, and Tuesday nights, 8 to 9. No, I'm sorry, 8:05 on Sunday nights, on Tuesday nights. And then I'm going to do an hour show there. Jenny's going to have her show on Sunday nights from 7 to 8. And I hope to see you guys come to our shows. Children, please, if you can, go to your parents and give them a hug and tell them that you love them. And parents, good night, Amanda. Good to see you.
Good night.
And parents, please go to your children and give them a hug and tell them that you love them. Okay? It's not that hard because them 3 words, I love you, they go a long, long way. And if you have no children, if you have no parents, find somebody that you can actually give a hug to and tell them that you love them. It's good medicine. It really is good medicine. And this is the holiday season, so depression is really, really bad. You know, a lot of mental illness stuff happening, depression and stuff. If you see somebody hurting, please, please, please go and sit with them. You don't have to talk to them, but just sit with them. If they want to talk, let them talk. But please, this is the worst time of the season of the year for people who have depressions. Good night, Cindy.
Good night.
And on that note, I will be on Sunday night, 8 p.m. on UPRN Talk Radio 105.3 New Orleans, 107.7 Mississippi. And Jenny will be on at 7. So on that note, good night, everybody. And
Good night.
have a good night. And let me try to find my outro here. There it is, Sean's exit.